Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the final season of Yakshas as we get started today. And as one of my two players here today, I want to give a recap on all of the horrible things that happened last time.
I don't remember.
Um, Bad
It has
memory,
been a
but
while.
That's been
but
a
men,
bit.
men went on another mission away from us, uh,
Yes.
and I almost called her lucky. Indiana got out invisibled and stabbed by Rakshasha
Yes, Ravana
Ravana.
stabbed Indiana, and as far as you guys know, killed her.
The Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
In fact, where we had last left off, you also had come back to Happy's base and were getting ready to fend off an attack by Valifor, who had brought. You're not sure what to bear yet, but he did say that he would come in the morning.
Yeah,
He'll
old
be coming
hornhead.
in the morning. He'll be coming in the morning. He'll be coming in the morning.
He'll arrive in the morning. And I think you two decided to actually be responsible pilots and try to go to bed early.
Yes,
Yeah.
Now, for Howler and Sin, they're both pretty grizzled, you could say. Are they. How easily would they get a good night's sleep on the eve of a big battle like this?
pretty good.
Um,
He, he he's trained to sleep anywhere.
This is true.
it's that sleep where you close your eyes and that's literally about it. Like your eyes are just closed, time is passing, but you're just like, why am I not actually asleep? Until you are asleep, but it feels like forever.
Yeah, but yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Um, you two wake up pretty decently early. You're up before dawn, and you would both have on your phones just messages from the captains to basically the group chat saying, "Come to the bridge whenever you all wake up."
I'd go to the bridge after getting dressed.
Yeah.
Last time,
God,
last
cat.
last time you didn't wait that long, there was a problem.
And when you make your way to the bridge, it's fairly calm. Not a lot of people are up, but there is a tension that hangs in the air. And you find the captain there with a like one of those Chinese takeout cartons sitting next to the. It's on a console that she's standing by, and in the empty carton are also three cigarette butts. At this point, she's already started a fourth.
Bruh.
Yeah, she has her own ways of dealing with stress. And all of you can look out across the windows of the bridge as the Calliope is sitting in the dry dock with its doors open and can just look out into the not quite morning, but everything is starting to lighten up. But it is a rough and choppy sea out there. And other than the captain, the NPCs, the NPC pilots are all here. You've got Myrrh, Sybil, Gawain. Everybody's there when you guys walk in. She looks over and is like, she's late. Well, not yet, but. And then she takes a big drag on her cigarette.
I have to actually remember it. She's talking about Indiana, and none of us know Indiana's dead yet.
Nope.
Yeah, we don't know if she's the late Indiana.
Yeah, the late Indiana.
We
Late.
just know she's a late Indiana.
Well, she's sure not Gary, Indiana.
Hey,
And
bruh.
she'll look to the two of you, tapping a foot, and be like, "Either of you seen Indiana? Nicholas said she went out last night looking for an infiltrator."
And she didn't wake any of us up. That makes sense.
Yeah, I barely saw anything other than the inside of my eyelids before coming up here.
She sighs and is like, "We don't have time to send out a search party, and who knows where she could have gone by now."
Well, we always have uh Nicholas.
Nicholas, not
Yeah.
Jonathan.
We always have Nicholas's drones. You know, the ones developed oh so lovingly by me. Could have Nicholas send them out and try to find her.
And we can try to track her communicator.
Both good ideas. We'll see what we can do. There's been some hiccups with communications throughout parts of the base, or so Happy has told me. We probably got infiltrators of our own to deal with, and they've probably got more than just one.
Hmm.
We know that we're defending 3 beachheads, it looks like. Horizon teams agreed to take one along with other Happiest soldiers. We're going to split the second, then we'll take the third. But I need you guys, since you two have seniority on combat team, pointing her cigarette at you two. Pick 2 people to bring with you. If you want my suggestions, I'd take the dynamic duo of Gawain and Myrrh.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
Yep. Someone that can. Yep. I think that's a grand combo.
Gawain kind of gives you a look with your kind of giggling, barely held back.
No, that was just me smiling, but he's like, yeah, that's a good combo because he's like someone that can protect him and someone that will be
Right.
up front and taking the hits.
Right, well, Cop, that leaves you and Sybil to go have fun with the others. I'll try and keep in communication with you guys, but we don't know what we're exactly dealing with. She points to a console nearby, and it has an active radar scanning. He said he'd be here by sunrise, but there's still nothing. If you had enough soldiers to take an entire island like this, something should be here. I don't know. What do you two think?
Maybe he meant sunrise wherever he was.
Valifor doesn't exactly strike me as the person to not lead from the front. Remember, he was there at DC.
Right. No, I meant like if it was like 8 p.m. here and 6 p.m. there, maybe we have another 2 hours before he actually shows up because he meant he wasn't using the clock. He was just by sunrise. Ooh. I mean, he seems like he's probably dumb enough that he'd probably do something like that.
Or he's
Damn,
meeting
tell
the
us what you
sun
really...
coming from the other direction.
Sun coming from the other direction, huh?
No, he's meeting the sun, which means he would be coming from the west.
She pulls up a map of the island and kind of gives it a look. Kind of stops and thinks, is like, there's... If he came from the west, there's not a whole lot there. Most of the beaches here come to the south side. It's really the only spot they've got. Sorry, I'm realizing I forgot something that I was going to throw in as a little soundbite for you guys. You think it's possible that maybe we're expecting one thing and they've got something else?
Possible, but what could there be?
Kairos has already shown that they can pull a bunch of giant things out of their ass on short notice. What's to stop them from having a giant submarine?
We all live in a giant submarine. Yeah, okay.
That's possible.
And it is around that time. She looks away from the radar, but maybe one of you is looking as it does go.
Ha, sound.
You look at it, and there is a massive contact on it that just reads as unknown.
Would that
Well,
be a submarine right there?
Shit, we don't have time to look for her. All right, everyone, game stations. This is how we do it.
you got it, boss.
And it is, even as you are all getting ready and starting to leave the bridge, you can look out the window and see out in the distance a massive, like calliope-sized submarine breaching the choppy waters. It is easily the size of the calliope, maybe even slightly bigger, maybe half a kilometer long. Actually, no, I think that's about the size of the new calliope. The old one was about a third. So this thing is bigger than a modern aircraft carrier as it breaches the surface of the water. And I'm assuming all of you scramble down to the mech bay and get ready.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, I need CompCon, don't I? Right.
I'll put you guys on the map where you can get ready.
That's my
Put
secret
yourselves
boss. I'm never ready.
put yourselves anywhere on the south.
It's all black for us.
Oh,
Wherever
yeah, I
everybody is.
forgot. I gotta change that setting I always forget about with lighting. There. Now it should work.
Anywhere in the south. This is a huge ass map.
Yep.
Here we go. Actors.
If I
Peter,
pull
what?
this up, will that...
Oh, wait, no, you're gonna be able. You'll
Yeah,
probably
that'll
be back
break
here
that.
with me. Oh, I can't move.
Move this.
Oh, can you unpause it?
Yes, sorry. Just trying to make sure I've got everything set over here. That should be working. And I will drop your buddies down so you can tell me where they need to go. There's almost put in Sala and I went, nope, Sala's dead. Gotta change this one to alternate orientation. There are your two friendly mechs, and I'll drop a couple happier mechs down. Probably a couple more soldiers. Yeah, they only show up as size half because this is back before I realized that infantry squads are size 4.
Jesus.
But they are statistically... It's because they're size 4 because they're supposed to be like dudes spread out over a wide area. But they will statistically be the same as if they were a regular sized one. Yeah, this is your guys' moments to decide deployments.
So Gawain is the melee one, right?
Gawain is not melee, but he's the shield one. He
shield,
puts
and
down a big shield.
Is Myr the magnets?
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't have a single frontliner. I thought Godwin was a frontliner. That's why I wanted to take him.
He's
Shit.
pretty frontline.
Yeah, he can be a pretty good front line.
The Saladin is very much the I stand in one place and no one gets in.
Yeah.
And I will say, for the sake of this combat, you do know that this is the first line. Then you have a second line, and then the third line is the if you lose it, you lose kind of situation. These
Gotcha.
are lines that have been set up as fallbacks. And as you do arrive here on the beachhead, you do see that Happia soldiers have already taken up positions pretty quickly and have set up deployable turrets, especially on the ridge behind you, as well as brought out a couple of small mechs. But they probably see all of you and are like, Ramblers! Oh, thank God you're here. Tell us where you want us.
I don't even know where they're coming from. Which ones are the small mechs? These. Oh, this is okay. I thought this was Gawain.
No, Gawain's the size
guy.
2.
Yeah, I didn't see him. And what kind of mechs are they?
They seem to be just standard assault mechs.
Move up. God, I feel bad. They're gonna die. I don't like losing units in games like this.
Is this kind of where you're thinking, or even closer up?
Nah, this should be fine.
And the soldiers, especially the ones that end up next to Kong, kind of just look up at Kong. They're like, "Oh my, never seen one that big before. Is that a giant monkey?"
Can't just
pretty much
that.
Pretty much, boys. And this giant monkey's gonna throw a big old barrel at the after a little while. It just takes a while to pack it full of dynamite.
Yeah, we'll try to give that to you. And these guys are pretty sparsely equipped. They have like flak jackets in some cases, not even full on like tack vests, just old flak jackets. And then clothes over it for the temperatures. It's pretty cold out, and it's a light drizzle out. Yeah, and where do you want Myr and Gawain to be?
Maybe like right here and here. Like not exactly front line, but closer to the front than me.
Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That way he can put a bubble right in the center. And if we need help, we can go run into it.
All right. This is how you want your landing? Or not landing.
Sure.
They're landing. Yeah. No, it's just making sure everything was settled.
Maybe I should be here. At least providing some cover for someone.
So I shall be here. Because you'll provide me cover.
No, I don't want this. So I'm getting things moved in the background because they are going to, after a while of sitting out here, there is a loud speaker that comes from the submarine off in the distance. So you just hear Valifor's deep voice echoing out over the calm before the storm. Happia! I march!
More like you swim, but we get the point.
Everything gets quiet again. And you can tell that it actually is the tension before the moment is somewhat getting to some of the soldiers who might not have seen the kind of things you guys have seen. Before breaching just off the shore are smaller submarines that have wide doors on the front of them. And the first one to breach comes here in the center. Let me move these real quick. His little... What it drops off is 4 mechs. 3 smaller mechs in the front that seem to be running with dual shotguns. And what is the big one carrying? A massive demolition hammer. And then on either side, the smaller ones drop off infantry. And we hit the start of the first round. Who wants to go first?
I see how it is. They get to be big.
Yeah, that's what I said is, oh crap. But like I said, they won't be able to, like, I'm counting these half-size soldiers as if they were full-sized. And they've got the same stats, so...
Yeah. Well, they're
Got
all
any tricks you can play, Sin? Do we start this off?
Lilu, go away. Jesus. No,
Lilu's
it's
just trying to give
nonstop.
you
It's pissing me
advice.
off. All right. Well, I can give shields to everyone in this line.
It's pretty much everyone, but one of your sacrificial lamb mechs.
Or I have syzygy with incensors, which my sensors is 15. I wouldn't really be able to do anything there. Yeah, everything is outside my range to be able to do anything other than moving an ally 5 feet of their choice.
5 feet or 5
Or 5
spaces?
spaces of their choice.
Go, sacrificial mech!
Yeah, right.
You are allowed to do that.
One of the happy mechs can go first.
Yeah, I was like, let's let the happy mechs go.
Alright. This one here. Where's my ping button? Oh well.
Yeah, that doesn't work anymore. I don't
Bruh.
How
just
fast are
change
they?
shit
Brr. Oh, they are not very fast. But he will move.
faster than me.
And he is in range of these soldiers, so he will take a shot. With his heavy assault rifle. Reliable 4, Jesus. Well, he hits and completely wipes the squad.
Nice.
10 damage, 10 soldiers.
You're rolling invisible.
Am I?
Yeah.
Also, why are they... Yeah, it says Sever mech, but they're Happy mechs. Yeah, that is...
We just see Nightheart rolled, privately rolled dice.
Oh. Does this work now? Well, that was a waste.
No,
Yes.
I don't see any roll.
I do. 1d20 plus 3.
Pretty refreshing. That was nothing for me come up.
That's weird.
Hmm.
Oh, did I lose internet again?
That might be it.
Hopefully not. We can still hear you.
No, this happened to me the other night. For me and Mira, we both lost internet completely except for Discord. I could still talk in Discord, but there it goes. All right, I can see now.
Well, yeah, one of your Happia mechs racks. This mech is carrying in its two hands a giant assault rifle as it pulls back on the charge handle, trudging forward, and is just like, "Come get some!" Don't. And you see him completely paced an entire squad of soldiers coming up the beach. Now it is Kairos' turn. One of these guys is going to... Is that within 6? No, he'll move first. He'll boost. He'll take the heat from a boost in order to move 5. Then he will move 6 in a straight line as it pulls out a breaching ram and rushes through, exploding part of this barricade here. Let me make a mark real quick. He is blown out this part of the barricade. Now this guy needs to make a save against... What's the save target? He does save. So he is not moved. But he does just barely manage to step out of the way as this mech comes through, spinning around and pointing these dual shotguns directly in his face. +3, -1d6. Or no, 2d6, keep highest. Ooh, that still hits, and that's a lot of damage. And he gets to do it again. Does that beat it? Ooh, how much HP does he have? So, you know how I said these guys were sacrificial mechs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did. He took a 20 damage to the face. Where's down and out? Lock on. As you see this Kairos mech come sprinting up, boosting up the beach before it pulls out the ram, sprints through the barricade, blowing it up in a hail of wood and barbed wire and concrete, skids to a halt next to the mech that just blew up this assault squad, pulls out dual shotguns, puts both of them up against the cockpit, and pulls both triggers, blowing out the back of the mech as it comes tumbling down into a smoking heap.
Wow.
It is now one of your guys' turn.
I'm about to kick this cat out of the room. Go. I'm having to mute because she's just nonstop meowing at me.
Uh,
Well, I can't really shield that dude. Whoop.
He would have missed it anyway if you had done your shield plan.
see how
That
far
wouldn't
away
have been
he
much.
is. Okay, I'll go.
All right.
First, the the main rifle, regular assault rifle. I'm gonna just shoot him with that because I'm gonna do a barrage with both that and my Cyclone pulse rifle. So first, because this guy is now behind our defenses, I'm hoping to get rid of him in 2 shots.
Fair. Don't think they're very sturdy. Evasion 9 meets it, beats it. He takes 6 damage. He's not quite down, but he did take some good damage there.
Okay, and now for the other gun.
Yeah, this might be the one that does it. This is your in-lore giant gun. Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
Actually, you exactly did the damage you needed, 21.
Nice.
So what does it look like as you... man, this has been a fucking murderous battle so far. This guy wipes out a squad, then gets wiped, and that guy gets wiped.
Yep, big guns come up over the shoulders of the big monkey. One fires quite softly in comparison to the other one, but they both hit and hit them both. Well, one high and hits the cockpit, but doesn't do much damage, and one just punched the hole right in the middle.
Yeah, that... You core the mech. The explosion from how fast that round was going is actually behind the mech, as it just staggers in place for a moment before it falls down, creating a nice little roadblock here between two mech corpses. Because they can be used as cover. It is now one of Kairos mech's turns. And this breacher is going to repeat much the same, where he's going to move 5, directly 6, which blasts a hole in the line here. What is the range on his... Not good.
Not good.
Nope, neither of his weapons has the range. Oh, and something I forgot to bring out that would have happened to that Happy mech if it hadn't been completely wasted is if you are hit by both shots of the dual shotguns, you are shredded for the rest of the scene.
Yikes.
The fuck?
Yeah, breachers are scary. But that's all he can do is sprint up, blast a hole in the wall, and glare menacingly at all of you.
Okay. You can let the other sacrificial lamb go. I need to remember I have my talents.
Oh, do you have one that could have been useful?
No, the field analysis where I can increase someone's roll.
He is going to load in high impact rounds, which means his weapon is now loading, but getting AP and +4 damage is probably helpful. So he's just going to immediately shoot at this duder.
I don't suppose that misses by 1.
No. But it is reliable 4, so he still does the 4 damage.
Okay.
And he will move to here, anticipating the move of the next one. You see, even though these shots hit and do punch some holes into this mech just through the sheer impact, they didn't quite land where they needed to. As it looks down at the mech looks down at the big rifle and is like, shit, cover me, I need to reload. He was right that the next one is going to do the same thing. But oh, he might get to repeat the same thing depending on how well he shoots. Blasts a hole.
What is these guys' evasion? Our dude?
Their evasion is 12.
Okay.
120 plus 3 minus 2d6 keep the highest.
Minus that. Oh wait, if it meets it, it beats it. Does
It meets it, beats it.
so? Even if I made it 12, damn.
Jesus Christ!
Rowan
Why
only
do I
rolls
roll good
high.
when I'm the bad guys? Yeah, he dumpsters him. The other mech that he
How
just
much
hit,
damage?
kind of
We don't know how much damage he could do. He could survive.
20.
Okay, never mind.
20. They are beating it on their HP. Your ally mechs have 20 HP, 0 armor. But the one that he had shot at does kind of adjust to point his shoulder towards it as its ally busts through in another explosion. And much like the second, they put it, both shotguns are a little further away, but one hits the cockpit, one hits the head of the mech, blows the head clean off, and it just stumbles back and slumps against the barricade here. Mer probably calls out over the comms, just like, oh, shit, we're getting killed out here already.
But they're getting killed too. Let's try and get them to stick together and give those two magnetic personality, Mur, and I'll give him a leadership die.
Nice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
You want Mer to go?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, wise man's loadout. Yeah, what does he have here? The Ferris Lash. Sorry, it's been a bit, so I forget what all he has. He'll actually move to here. I think he's got movement 5 at least.
Dead mechs for cover.
Yep. Oh no, he's going to use something called the magnetic barrier in order to create a obstruction. But at least one square has to be adjacent to him. Is there a way I can change my color for this? Yes, we'll use blue for this because magnets are blue. Oh, it's gonna... Crap. No! Stop being green! There. These 4 squares, or hexes, are now impassable for mechs.
Can they shoot through him?
I think it stops anything but energy attacks.
Ooh. Ooh la la.
It lasts for the rest of the scene. It doesn't block line of sight, but it provides soft cover. Characters gain resistance to kinetic and explosive damage while benefiting from the cover. This is an obstruction for mechs and characters made at least partly of metal. So basically it means they can't go through this direction now. Because even if they blow up the turret will still leave a corpse behind. So that's one quick action. Siege Specialist. Okay, that's when he gets a crit. So yeah, he'll shoot at the farther one with his mag cannon. He crits, which means he's going to get all of the benefits of Martyr, or not Martyr. Mur is also going to get critical hit. He deals max possible damage and bonus damage. So it'd be
2d3, keep 1, so that'd be 3 plus 1. He already rolled max damage.
Yeah, but he didn't get... Yeah, he rolled max damage. Damn. Then he also has, when you perform a critical hit on a character with a cannon, you may choose to cause an explosion. All characters Jason you must succeed and are knocked prone. Yeah, he'll do the collateral damage. It's not near anything, so it either has to drop prone or take 2 explosive damage. And it'll take the 2 damage, so it takes 6 damage and gets pulled. I think a number of squares equal to the damage. The mag cannon's weird. Must succeed on a hull save or be pulled 1d3 plus 1 spaces towards you. So what is this thing's hull? I think that's their good stat. Slash R1d20 plus 4. It failed. Ooh. I'm going to say
Yoink.
he is going to... I'm going to say that's going to cause damage between the two of them. I know there's not exactly rules for that unless it's ramming. Yeah, they both take 3 damage as they're slammed into one another. And now they are conveniently in a nice little clump. But that'll be Mur's turn as he rushes over and with one of his mag guns produces this big field stretching out, causing a shimmering effect in the area. Points the other at this guy, fires, hits it, and as the magnet's actual little cannonball hits it, it explodes. And there's a moment where everything's paused before this mech gets thrown through the air and slams into its buddy. But now it's the infantry will go. I want you guys to be slightly worried about the big guy. What kind of menace he could be. These soldiers are actually going to fall back to take cover. They're going to take a pot shot at that drone. Let me find grunts again. Hi, kitty. Yes, hello. Oh no, I went the wrong way. Where are grunts? Squad. These ones are just using regular rifles that do kinetic damage, but have longer range. D20 plus 4.
Yikes.
Jesus. Well, they only do 4 damage. But they get to make their second attack.
The opposite.
Man, half of the squad are on point and are like hitting this turret directly where they need to. And the other ones are just clearly, you can tell who in this squad is a veteran and who in this is a rook. Because the rooks are so scared that they're hiding behind the rock and trying to take pot shots and are just going completely everywhere. That is their turn. So does one of your guys' turn.
Now, do I have a shot? I think I'm speed is 7. I don't fucking know. No, it's 6. How dare that thing be in my way?
Technically, you can stand on their square. I'll move them over here because they're taking up a bunch of squares.
Okay.
Yeah,
sorry,
they have
I'll go.
undersized. They can easily duck behind cover. They always have soft cover when they're in the open, but they can't benefit from hard cover.
Look at this line. Look at how beautiful that's going to be.
Nice. You're going to help that little turret.
Yeah. So I'll move over here. And main action or whatever. Was it? Is it 2 normal actions?
Yes.
I forget
2
how.
quick
Okay.
actions or a full action.
So marathon arc bow. Oh, that was.
Morty, marathon arc bow.
Can I roll it? All characters. So a line. Does a line actually roll to attack, or does it just hit anything in the line?
Uh,
Because it just
it,
said.
it has to roll, I think. But I think like for allies, it just hits.
Yeah. For allies, it just hits because it says all allies within the attack.
Yeah, because it's the same thing with the mag cannon. When Murray used it, he couldn't hit the one.
Oh, there it is.
To the left.
And do that.
Pew pew.
Let's see if this works.
Probably not because I haven't set their NPC classes.
Rip.
Well, it's because this thing doesn't have any. I mean, one of those was a 20, so.
Yeah, one's can crit, and the other one was a 10.
A 10.
What's
10
their...
does hit.
Okay. So yeah, looks like they're both gonna take 4. I rolled a 4, 4, 4. All right. So they'll just take a nice simple 4, but then all allies caught in the attack will also gain. I said have any overshield. If they have no, they'll all gain overshield 2.
Plus 11. So everyone that you hit that was an ally gains overshield 2.
Yeah.
So that would take that off, but he still got hit 5.
And for a quick action.
Murr has overshield 2.
Herm. No, that won't work too well. I could Pharaoh slash one of them. Come on, Murr. Let's move the whole battlefield around at our whim.
He does have the Pharaoh slash too.
How far away is this big dude? Nope. I can do 1 damage or... you know what? We'll just drop an Eye of Syzygy. That'll work. Syzygy, which is...
Syzygy.
Well, actually offer to...
It'll probably have just a basic thing. So what does the Eye of Syzygy do again?
It drops a blast 2 energy field in a space within sensors and line of sight. The first time each turn any hostile character in this area is hit by a range or melee attack, they release a discharge and of energy, and all hostile characters, at least partly in the area, including the original character, take 2 AP energy damage, which also my bow was AP.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, burst 2. Well, I can draw that out. Yeah, circle.
Usually, is it something that lets you roll? Because there it goes. Yeah, it'll let you put it down.
I just placed it manually. Yeah.
Aya. Ayaya.
There we go.
Dropping the ayaya of Syzygy.
Call me Xena, warrior princess. All right, that'll be my turn.
No, we call you the Pretty Princess.
Pretty princess.
And you're dropping it on those guys?
Yeah.
Well, Fatty back here is not going to be able to move very quick. He'll take the overcharge to boost a little bit closer.
And then we move him 6 tiles back.
I want to play.
I want to smash.
Let me smash.
Becky, let me smash.
What is there anything he can hit? No. That'll be his turn for now, is just menacingly approaching. Oh, he can't be, by the way. He can't be pushed, pulled, knocked prone, or knocked back.
Okay, so only I'll be able to move him. Got it. The Ferris Slash won't work, but Puppet Systems will. But it's up to their speed, so it just moving back by his
Yeah.
3.
That is into them. And I'm just going to do the soldiers and turrets in one little group whenever you guys want. Because
Well,
you
I think all
still
we have.
have Gawain hasn't gone yet.
Yeah, I was like, I think we
Yeah.
just have Gawain. So if he can shoot
Wait.
one of those two guys or both of them.
Doesn't want to be in the eye of Suzuki because he takes damage if he is, right?
No, only hostile.
Only hostile?
They release a discharge of energy in all hostile characters, at least partly in the area, including the original character. So if he can hit
He
both of
might
them,
move in.
they'll both release a discharge.
Yeah, he
Don't-
can, because he has a... No, that's threat, that's not burst. He can only really hit one of them. So, let me see how many uses he has of this limited gun. Nice. He's got 8 uses of the prototype main rifle. He'll fire on the one that's been hit the most. Has no remaining uses? Yes, it does. Shut up, gang. Ooh.
Bump it up by 1 and make it a hit.
It was a meets it beats it.
Oh, they're 9. Okay. I thought you went, yeah, as in like I thought it was like a.
Well, I only saw the 7 and went,
Oh.
ew. Bad damage.
Which will then do 2 damage to both of them.
So that means this guy... Is it not counting the numbers? Shit. I'm gonna have to pull up a fucking notepad because Forge isn't counting damage numbers. Well, that would be 7 on him, and he already took that much. So he is destroyed. Your 2 damage actually bumped it up over.
Yeah, rocking on.
He'll take 2, but still be alive. Common will move to here. 1 quick action to skirmish with the rifle. Meow. If you guys can hear my cat meowing.
Yeah.
Meow. He will activate Tachyon Shield. What is the size? No, he gains the defensive pulse reaction over an allied character within sensors. You know what? He'll choose you, Daniel.
Yay. I'm okay with this.
He now has something called defensive pulse, where you gain resistance to an attack if you are attacked. And if the attack misses, he may force the attacker to reroll it against a character or object of your choice.
Nice.
So he will stomp his way up to here, firing this beam rifle that just scorches a hole through this mech. It staggers forward, and then this electricity pulse between the 2 mechs seals it in as it slumps forward. And then you see this... It almost looks like the island on like a aircraft carrier, you know, the part that sticks up. Just this hunk of metal. There's all these sensors and dishes turned towards you, Hunter. And a brief shimmer goes over your heads-up displays that got you covered.
Well, thank you kindly for that.
Now it's the turrets and the soldiers. Well, they can shoot at him. Eee. Well, one of them hits. How much armor does he have?
Hello?
No. No. It does no damage.
I missed everything that just happened because as soon as you said I've got you covered, I lost internet.
Oh. I thought you were saying low?
No, I was like, hello?
Oh, because the 2 turrets shot at Big Man. One of them missed, one of them hit, and I went, oh, what's the Big Man's armor? And then I saw it went, and you went, low? And I thought you were saying, well, You were saying hello, but I thought you said hello. I went, no, he takes no damage. But these soldiers will stand their ground.
Just shoot at the guy, yeah.
Yeah. You know, if Cairo soldiers get buffed range, they get buffed range. Let me see what the stat was on that. I think it's 5. It is 4. Oh!
Yeah, I can't fix incompetent.
Yeah. We'll say the ones that missed are the ones that have 2 mechs stomping around in front of them, and so a lot of them kind of like hit the dirt for cut. And by the way, this beach is not really sandy. It's one of those rocky, gravelly beaches.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't so much hit the dirt as they do hit the gravel to try and get away from Wise Man and Horus.
Shit! Fuck!
Yeah, you can tell these guys have never fought alongside mechs before. And they're just as scared of you guys as they are of the Kairos one. Though the one on the far side, some of them try to take cover behind the ruined mech and start taking pot shots at the air. And you see some of your syzygy sparks go out as they do hit and do a little chunk of damage to him.
And he'll take 2 additional AP damage.
Yep.
Pew pew.
It's the bottom of the... And these guys in the back, they're just going to hunker down and not move forward.
Scaredy cats. Don't blame them, though.
And the turrets in the back don't have anything they can hit. Well, they're also supposed to be sitting there as backup. Because now that it's the bottom of the round, that means... another pod of aliens, Kairos has activated. And you guys might not like this one. Because only one of these submarines comes to the area. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words today so bad.
Oh, fuck.
And it only drops off 5 characters. But at the head of them is Valifor. Four of his elite soldiers and him step off of this submarine. But for you guys, you do get 2 new mechs and 2 new soldiers. Where's the mech? The soldiers and the mechs. And because they're so far back, I'll say that you guys can move them forward a bit. So you probably want them like around here, I'm assuming. Do those positions work? Maybe scoot him
Oh,
up
there they
one
are.
so he's
I
on.
was like, I had my screen up.
They're
so
all the way in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, close enough, but not clustered. So I'm gonna pull back.
Well, it is start of the new round, which means you guys get first go.
I'm hitting the help me mommy, help me mommy, help me mommy button over and over again.
Why? What's so scary?
Nothing. Nothing scary at all.
Is it the 12-foot guy with the deer head on his head and a giant shield?
Yeah, I'm gonna make him walk into the water. You know what? Yeah, shoo. Just why am I walking into the ocean?
Go away! Go away! You're scary. I don't like you.
Actually,
one thing
I
you do
can.
notice though, compared to his portrait, is one of the antlers on his weird fake deer skull thing is missing.
Get wrecked, son.
Yeah, it's one of you guys. Who wants to go first? Do you want to send another sacrificial mech up? Make him go away!
I don't like this wall anymore.
The green spots are holes in it.
No, I meant this wall.
Oh.
Because I have to go around it if I want to.
Hmm.
Computer King,
Yeah.
do you want to charge your rail cannon?
No, I'm good.
Actually,
Okay, I can start and charge it.
The apocalypse begins.
But first, I'm going to move a little closer to the safe area. And I will go to Apocalypse Rail, charge rail 3 from 4. And should I overheat in order to reload this gun? No, I can reload. No, I'll save heat for later. That'll be my turn.
All right.
The little guns sort of fold themselves back, and the big gun comes out from the middle of his back and over his head.
Balfour will take his first turn. He won't move his whole distance. What's the best way to do this? Yeah, he'll go through here to hit Myrrh, one of the Happy Mechs, and Kong. He's doing his short cycle lance.
it's not really short. I'm just saying it needs to be shorter.
Draw a line 30 path. Characters within the effect area must succeed on an
30!
agility save. Yes.
It's
Must
utterly
succeed on an agility save.
I don't care if it's supposed to be a boss ability. That outranges everything we can ever do. He could be sitting on the fucking ocean just going pew, 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 pew.
Agility save?
Yes, there's... Oh, shit. Wait. Oh. Huh? That was a 6 on my screen. What the... Huh? Let me roll MERS. Now I'm going to try that again, because that was weird.
Okay, so does he have to roll to hit with this thing?
No, you have to roll to save against it.
Because you rolled. That's why I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's because I was clicking on him. I need to be better about clicking off of things. Oh, Myrrh.
Mur got that 16. I'm just saying.
I'll make a deal with you. If you want Myrrh to have the 16, or do you want the Grunt to have the 16?
Do I want the great? What do you think? Grunt, get out of here. You're sacrificed.
And I still need one from Computer King.
This is gonna suck.
It's not quite enough.
Wait, I don't think I can boost saves.
The save target is 15.
Oh.
You take 1 structure damage.
Ow.
Which means the Grunt's dead. He had 1 structure. No, you're not invisible. If you save, like Myrrh did, you are instead reduced to 1 HP.
The joy of that for me is that's just 1 HP less than I normally have. Oh no! I have 1 less HP!
You get hit by something that, like in the case of Myrrh, how much takes 11 points of HP off. And then it's like 1. And you see as he marches forward, has the shield up, and you just see the lance come from around the corner, charged up this hellish red before it fires, winds through that gap that the one made. What is else I'll say? Objects smaller than size 5 are completely annihilated, so it's going to just... Those corpses are gone. A blast of heat so powerful it leaves a trail of glass in its wake. Punches through, nearly coring Wise Man, and rips a part of the superstructure out of Kong. As a king in your head goes, "Oh, good. He's back." But that is his whole turn, because that is a full action.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Oh, go. I thought you meant, I'm gonna go. And you just run away.
I leave.
Goodbye. Stream's over.
Oh, right. I'm supposed to be doing it on here.
Yeah. From your angle, you can kind of see, Sin, that there's just those red eyes behind the mask glowering directly at you, because you're the first one he can see.
La 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 la.
Hurl into the... what does this do?
On
They
his
take 2
next
heat.
turn. Yep. And on his next turn, I control his movement. You know where he's going. If he's gonna shoot that thing, he's gonna shoot it through his allies.
Well, that's his movement.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean. If he's gonna try to shoot that thing, he's gonna have to shoot it through an ally, because that's where I'm gonna put him. All right, I'm glad that succeeded. That was the main intention. Yay.
All right.
You know what?
Do you want him to take his second?
No,
Do you want
it's
him to
still my
take his
turn.
second turn?
No,
Oh,
that was my quick
it's still
action.
your... Okay.
He needs to make an engineering save.
All right. What is the target?
High. It's 17. Cool.
Oof.
I'll give you guys one of those. I'll give you guys a flip one of the things back over to potentially re-roll that.
Okay. Where are they? I don't even know who has how many.
I've been keeping track, and now it's you guys have all of them. I have none.
Okay. All that was going to do is he would just take 1 additional damage anytime he would take damage until my next turn. So I'm okay with that.
You know what we're gonna say this looks like as you're trying to hack into his systems?
Oh no, this is just it was a save. I don't know how that works actually. I'm just targeting him essentially, being like, that one, go for that one.
Works either way. We see from your point of view, from your HUD, what does the heads-up display of Horus look like? Is it something like a Titan from Titanfall, where it's all of these hexagonal screens that give you a full view? Are you looking out of a cockpit?
It's probably screens.
And you see from your screens all of the targeting information attaching itself onto Valifor, before he seems to look around, grab it, and crush it.
Well, good thing we have all the things back. All right. So next quick action.
It's like you were trying to quick hack him, and he just went, and grabbed all the quick hacks and told you no.
Boop. That dude. Okay.
Targeting the big boy.
Yep. He just gains 1 shield.
He gains a shield?
Yep.
Okay. Maybe, yeah, there is a... It does, as it's slowly moving forward, it gets an overshield. It's like, what the hell?
It's more like it's slowly moving forward, and then its systems just start going overcharging slightly. So there's electricity coursing along the mech itself. Just
What
waiting to
hell?
burst.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uwu. Well, if you want to move Valifor, he can take his second turn this round. Oh, you want to move too?
Yeah, he does
Right
energy.
away!
Let's spread out so that way he can either go for one target or two targets or three targets. Like he's gonna have to make choices. Choices. Actually, I can move one over there.
You realize that you were in a line with Gawain.
Well, no, Godwin is over here.
You were before you moved back.
Well, if I go here. Oh, Valifor's not moving there. I don't know what you're making a line there.
No. If he was like over here. Because remember, he can basically hit you from the ocean.
Yeah, but he's going where I want him to go.
I
remember.
know. Just saying you're
Yeah.
never out of range. If he gets that back.
Oh, he has to roll for it. It's not just every turn.
Yep.
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
It's a ordnance thing.
All right. Well, that is my turn.
All right. I want to see where you want to move him, so he'll take his second turn this round.
Let's see.
His movement is 5.
Yeah, we'll move him to where I'm aiming from. Oh, if he gets it back, if he wants to shoot any of the main characters, he's gonna have to shoot through the big dude.
Yeah.
He's like, what the?
Nani? Man, they got some busted stuff like legendary. They roll structure and overheating checks twice and choose either result. At the start of their turn, they clear one condition. At the end of their turn, they repair one destroyed weapon or system. I thought I was going to say they repair one structure.
What the fuck is all of this bullshit?
Ultras. He doesn't really have anything to hit you with unless he gets his thing back. Nope. Not this time. But he does have abilities to where he can try and get buffs on his duders. Where is it? Commander. Commander. That's a reaction. It's a quick action. None of them are stunned. Yeah. You know what he'll do? He'll point at the big guy. And he'll give him quick march. So at the start of his turn, he can boost for free.
Ooh.
That's all he can do this turn. So it's back to you guys.
It's really Gawain and Myrrh. Or the fodder.
Yeah, the soldiers are they look pretty terrified. They just saw another one of their buddies die. 3 destroyed mechs get completely annihilated.
Look. It's a straight line. They're actually spread out pretty wide, so like only a couple of them will get hit by it.
Yeah, but they still would. Actually, I don't know how that would work.
It would
I
just
don't know
cut
how
down the
that
middle
system.
5.
I don't know how that system would work on them because they automatically fail things that call for checks because they don't have checks because they're squishies. But I don't know how that would work because it says, oh, it would just reduce them to 1 HP. It would just kill 9 of them.
Yeah.
Because they don't have structure. Alright, well... Yeah, do you guys want Mur or Gawain to go, or do you want the Happia people to go?
I think we can let Myrrh go.
Yeah, we can let Mur go.
Careful how you word that, considering he just took a lot of damage.
So did I.
He's gonna move back behind cover.
When we know how useful cover is.
Yeah, that's fair. But he's going to move back, and he's going to spend the rest of his turn repairing. He's going to do a full repair. Or not full repair, what is it? Stabilize?
Yeah.
Yeah. He will clear HP and reload. I mean, there's not much else he can do. So he will stabilize on his turn. See, when you hear him over the comms, his voice sounds a little tight because remember, he actually felt that, Lance. He's like, okay, I think I'm okay for now.
Well, get yourself patched up. Fight's not over yet.
This guy will, big guy will take his turn. Can I copy your... I can't. Weird. You think I would be able to as the DM. I want to copy your zone. Because he is from here going to...
Just click and drag until it says 2.
Yeah. He's going to do a wide swing with his hammer to completely crush through this cover. Let me change the color again. Again! Then he'll finish his movement. Boost. Oh, you can copy it. No, I can't really see that.
You just have to move when you have the measurement control selected, just Control C while your mouse is over. But
Oh.
maybe, I don't know if it'll let you do mine, even though you're the GM, I don't know.
Weird. He will move to here. He still has one quick action left because of the boost. Oh, too far. Too far! Stream's over! No, those are the breachers. I need the demolisher. Oh my god. I really hope he doesn't hit him.
What's
Please,
his age?
God. I was gonna say, please, God, tell me that doesn't hit. Because this is bad.
Well, what's
This guy getting up... Where is it? Oh. Sorry, it's hard to find the size 2s in here because their portraits get half cut off. Oh no, his evasion's 7.
Oh, rip.
Well, Gawain, you take 16 explosive damage and have to make a hull save or be stunned. That's a 13. Jesus Christ, that doesn't make it. Their saves are 15 too.
Yikes.
Well, Gawain is stunned and went from 20 HP. Oh, yeah, it's armor piercing. Of course it is. Went from 20 HP to 4. Holy shit. These guys are mean. Where's stunned? There we go. That's this thing's turn as it brings the hammer down on the Green Knight as it reaches to catch it with its arm. And when the hammer hits, you're all in a good enough position where you can see that there was an explosive packed on the end of it that nearly blasts the whole arm off of the Green Knight.
Wait.
You just hear from the big guy's cockpit just a It's now one of your guys' turn.
Well, Green Knight is stunned, so I guess fodder number 3 go.
Yeah, he'll slap in that bonus damage thing. The one that gives him loading but does +4 damage and makes everything AP.
Bro.
He beats it.
Oh.
Meets it, beats it. Holy shit. So with all the damage, he didn't take any damage yet. And the assault does. That's 14 AP.
Oh, so he's hitting the Big Mac?
Yeah.
All right, so it does have 1 shield, so you'll take 1 off the damage, but then it'll take 2 AP, and then the guy next to him will take 2 AP as well.
I mean, he unintentionally killed this guy. $14 plus 2 minus 1. So that means he took 15
Yeah, it was
armor
minus
penning.
1
Armor
plus
pen.
2.
Because the other damage was armor penning too.
Nice.
He's still up, but he looks a lot worse. He is bloodied. He is below half HP. But as all those sparks come off of its shield as it shatters, Hunter, you see that the one breacher that was left finally does collapse forward in a twitching heap.
Good. Excellent.
I'm gonna say Valifor's buddies go. And this is what they do.
Form a defensive line, sir!
Yeah, they form line. He looks at them and just yells, "Form ranks!" As they all get alongside each other, pull out these massive, these guys are built different than most guys. They're just dudes, but they're still all at least 7 feet tall. And each of them pull out a shield about as big as they are, because they don't carry weapons, just a big shield. And they interlock them together, and they will hold their position. Which means the only ones left to go are all the infantry.
Infantry and turrets.
Oh, these infantry can hit. Hell yeah, these infantry can shoot. It's 4. Now, is that Syzygy still there?
Yup.
Even though the targets... So he still takes the 2?
Yep. It's until end of
2,
scene or I
4,
use it
6.
again.
Oh, he needs to make a structure check.
Destroyed.
No, I think that's either 1 or 6.
Yeah, no, just I was saying that as like it would be pretty fucking funny.
Be nice. Where is the structure chart? Some things here are not set up the best. Okay, structure damage, system trauma. The system of your choice is destroyed.
I'm sorry to hear
He
about
doesn't-
what happened to your system. I know it's traumatic.
He doesn't have a system that can be destroyed like that. Becomes the other result. Shit, that's actually very good. Because he didn't have a system that could be destroyed, it blows up his giant hammer.
Rip.
Yeah, you see these 3 guys all together taking their shots. One of them actually probably looks back to the others and starts making hand gestures and shouting. And they all concentrate on its hands. And manage to put enough that its hands or fingers get blown off. Sparks fly off it as it drops its giant demolition hammer and is now defenseless.
I want that guy on my team. The smart one. Save him.
Yeah, the one. We'll say he's in the front group, so he's most likely to die.
You asshole.
This one
New
right
mission.
here.
New mission to protect the one dude.
Yeah, he starts taking shots and then notices something, looks to all the others, and just overcomes. You hear him go, "The hand! The hand! There's no armor on the hands!"
I can boost. I can pick him up and throw him out of the battle.
Ah!
Here, have an overshield while you go. Rolls
I
him
would
off.
say that grabbing a soldier and throwing him off the map would probably kill him.
Okay, I'll give him overshield and then roll him like a little ball, a hamster ball.
Get out
out
of
of the
here.
battlefield.
Yeah, that's those ones. These ones are actually feeling a bit inspired. That the battle seems to somewhat be turning.
Yeah, that's gonna change.
And they will move to here. And these two will take shots at the same dude.
It's technically another turn.
Huh?
Because it's once per turn.
Once per turn on the
Syzygy.
ayaya. So he still
Yeah.
takes it.
Yeah, it's the only limitation is
Yeah.
the first time each turn any hostile character in this area is
That's
hit.
not armor penetrating, so that means 4 plus 4. So it takes an additional 8. I mean, he ain't looking great.
He stepped into it.
He did, and then the turrets would shoot at him, but I'm just going to say the turrets aren't going to be able to.
4 damage,
They-
4 armor.
They do 2 damage to 2 armor.
Oh, yeah.
They don't do a lot of damage. They're mainly there to shoot at like infantry, but they've both been programmed. All of them have been programmed to shoot at the closest thing. Which means the last one to go is these soldiers. They're going to shoot at the turret again.
What's the turret's evasion? 8.
It's like 6 or something because it's not a mobile object.
Yeah.
Maybe
You know, the dice that's rolling on the screen is not what's popping up on the side. So I'm like,
yeah,
you rolled a 6, and I was like, oh, and then I looked over and I saw, oh, it's third. Wait, what? So you rolled a
yeah.
9? Even
Well,
though I
that
saw
one
the
it
dot.
might be. Did the dots confuse you for un momento?
I don't know.
Not to be a jackass.
We'll see the next one, but I'm pretty sure I saw the dot showing a 6, but it does disappear really quickly.
It's enough to destroy it.
Yeah. Get out of here, turret. You silly goof.
Hey, better a turret die than more people die. But that is the bottom of the second round. Which, of course, means what is being dropped off this time? What horrors will await you all this time? Let me reveal. More infantry, including heavy infantry who are wielding anti-armor weaponry. And 3 ranged mechs. You do not receive reinforcements this turn.
Computer, your rail is charged up at least 1 turn. What's the range on it?
Wait. Regular range at 1, well, at level 3, which is the first step, is 20.
Okay.
But it only does 2d6. I want to get it up to 2. It reaches 25, hits for 3d6.
Okay. I was like, we could wombo combo. But one of them would be able to move out of the effect.
Yeah, and it doesn't last like level 1. One leaves a big old fiery hole. And actually, two leaves one too.
No worries.
But it is your guys' start to the third round.
I think I could go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Move 2.
Now you're gonna syzygy him.
Yeah.
Does it move with him?
No, it's a placement. I just put it on him because that's where it's centered.
And if
God,
it's the most people,
that would be so stupidly broken. Just place on a character. He can't be near anyone.
There's already stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and as a protocol, where's my protocol stuff? CompCon. I can initiate my protocol, which I keep forgetting. Where is it? Oh, I'm going to access the Xerxes Apex. Any mech targeted by an attack using the Marathon Arc Bow releases a bolt of lightning after the attack resolves, striking a character of my choice within range 3, which can even be the character it originated from, and it deals 2 AP damage, no attack or save.
All
Or
right.
increases the target's overshield by 2 if it's an ally. And the same character can be struck by multiple bolts. No. If I move up more.
Are you brave enough to move up?
Let's see, that was 2, 3. This is a group of enemies, right? Or a group of guys?
Allies, yes.
Okay, let me see if I want to line from there. Whoa. Yeah, that would hit all of them. Can I do the same, though, from here? If I just move up one? So I'll make 3 movement.
One
Yeah.
thing I will say about Valifor and his dudes is they all have Siege Shield as a trait.
What does that do?
They have resistance to any damage beyond 3. Or coming from beyond range 3.
Oh, no, that's fine, because the Marathon Arc Bow isn't the damage I'm going for. It's the after effects, as they all take damage from each other. So, a Marathon Arc Bow, we're just going to shoot right through here. So, if I do boop, boop, boop. Right, was that the line that I drew? Yeah. Prepare for pain! Okay, how do I roll it again? There we go. And once per round when I target a character. So as I target Valifor, I need him to make an engineering save again.
All right. Does this count as a tech attack?
No, this is just sovereign presence. Once per round when the Emperor targets a character in the attack, it can condemn that character, forcing them to make an engineering save. That's a fail. And because I
Alright.
have the goblin thingy mabobber, he takes 2 heat from failing a save.
Alright.
Anytime he's going to take damage, it's going to be +1 until my next turn.
Is that armor penetrating or just +1?
Just +1 to whatever the damage is. So if it's right now, I'm doing armor pen. So I hope that 20 was on him. It was on. Oh wait. Well, I don't wait. Valifor. I think that shows I rolled a 5, but it says hit. I don't think his evasion is 5.
No, it's not. Like I said, these are all fucked up because
But
here's
I
the
would
thing.
assume the 16 and the 19 are hits.
Yes, and the 23. But it's this weird thing where this game's like, oh, you need, if it's an NPC, they need an NPC class in order to have any stats. But there are no NPC classes.
That is weird. All right. This is how it works, yeah? Elite. It's going to take 4, you said, but -2 or resistance. So 2 damage to the elite. 4 and then wait, no, it's a crit. He crit. So it's 3 damage to the elite, 4 damage to the Kairos ranged and 4 damage to the Kairos infantry.
Ugh.
All 3 of those hits are going to spark over to Valifor, dealing 3 AP damage each.
So he takes 9 AP damage.
And then each one that also got hit is going to activate the Eye of Syzygy for themselves, which are going to do 2 AP damage to everything in the Eye of Syzygy.
Holy shit, that's a lot of...
So
Hold
2,
on.
2, 2.
That's a lot of math.
It'll
Yeah, I was
be
going to say,
6
he's
damage.
gone.
Yeah, 6 damage to everything else, and then another 9 damage to him, to Valifor.
And is that AP?
Yeah, it's all AP.
Okay. So he takes 9 and 6, so he takes 15 armor pen damage. He's fine.
Yeah, I figured.
That's one of those.
Yeah, he's fine.
You made me bleed my own blood.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm running. I've done my work. Someone else take over. This is what I meant by the Wombo combo, though, because it's each time, first time each turn a character in the field is hit, they spark.
Gotcha.
He's
But-
going to
Well, I'm gonna move back my 3. There we go.
he doesn't have any reactions he can do right now, but
He's not happy.
he is owie. His soldiers are owie. The mech is owie.
Oh, the mech survived. Okay.
I mean, it only took 6 damage.
It took the 4, and then it took for every
4
other
and
enemy.
6.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not looking great, but it's alive.
Okay. I tried. All right.
He's
That's my
He's
turn.
going to take his first turn.
Yeah, I know.
He did not get it back, but he will take 1 heat to boost so that he can 5 and 5. And he is going to he's going to use a fun little thing I gave him for now this is not in the book. He's going to use
Cheater.
a final
Mhm.
sacrifice on the big dude, which doesn't do anything right away.
Beep, beep, beep,
As he
beep,
rushes
beep.
forward, looks to this nearly destroyed mech, and says, "Do your job for Lord Iblis."
Beep, 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 beep.
You do notice, yeah, he there's a yes, sir, and yeah, he is setting his core to overload. So you're not wrong. He basically did look at him and say, "Die,
Die, die, die.
Power word
Die.
explode.
die, die."
Power word explode.
Are you in range, Daniel?
Probably.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What is this? Okay, that's if he hits you again. One d20 plus 3 plus 1d6.
Oh, that hurts.
You take 10 energy damage. I was like, lightning bolt.
Ow.
And you are now given something called focus down. If he hits you again, you will take 8 burn.
Okay, don't like that one.
But that is his first turn, is rushing forward, telling one of his dudes, "Yo, your mech's about to blow up anyway, you might as well take someone with you." And then shooting you with his bright lance. A thermal lance.
How much was the damage?
10.
10. Okay.
It is now one of your guys' go. I will say, you might want to move. If you really want to protect that one soldier, he's not in a good spot right now.
Yeah, no, I'm my turn's already been used. I can't do anything else. Gowan, help me, Gowan. Please.
Maybe Gowan can go next.
Oh, yeah, shit, no. Gawain's going to use his reaction to, because he's not going to be stunned anymore. He's going to use his reaction to make you only take half damage, Daniel.
Ooh.
You still have the tachyon pulse on. And he doesn't have to worry about this thing swinging if he leaves his threat.
So it's only 5 damage, yeah?
Yes.
Perfect.
Gawain is going to back up. He doesn't have to worry about the threat from that hammer anymore. And he's going to use his Enclave Pattern Shield. Generates a Burst 3 Dome. But
Yay.
any ranged or melee attacks made against characters within the area from outside the dome receive 1 difficulty. Additionally, he can give people resistance to damage from outside the shield. So centered on him. He'll see all of this happening, then finally get his mech back under control. Maybe inside the cockpit, we see him do some percussive engineering as he reels back and kicks at a flickering board. And then trots over to you, Sin, holding out his hand as this field manages to dissipate half of the energy of Valifor's shot away. And then this massive energy dome comes up over him. He's like, "You know, Sin, you make it real hard to keep you safe."
Yep, I try.
It is their turn, and yeah, he'll step to here and explode. Not what?
Not my boo.
Yeah, Boo dies
You're in the arms of the angel.
because
Fly away.
when he explodes, he does 15 damage to everything in a burst 2 around him, but this burst protects you.
You're in the arms of an angel.
Oh, they just disappear because they're soldiers. They don't leave behind wrecks.
I don't think there's any wreck left behind after something like that. TBS.
It's a smoldering, very frail one. Like, it probably wouldn't stand up to a lot of damage, but it leaves something behind as its core overheats. It's just like, "For Kairos!" Blows himself up. Then Valivor just looks to all of you and is like, "Would Happia do the same for you?"
No, and I wouldn't do the same for them. That's just madness. Blowing yourself up like that. He could have done so much more.
Conviction is not madness.
No, I'm pretty sure it is. It's craziness. It's a belief in something that's going to get you killed.
As he scrapes the spear against his shield as just a threat. It is one of your guys' go. These poor guys back here who are not as fast as Valifor just went, "Boss, wait up!
And
We
you can
can't
see
boost!"
what Mer can do.
He can try and pull, but I don't think he wants to pull Valifor close. He can fair slash. It's probably actually a smart thing to do is say, "Go away!"
Yeah.
Yeah!
Force push.
Yeah, quick action. You have to succeed on an agility save, and his target is 13. No, and he can pull him, I think it's 5? Yeah, 5 spaces in a direction of your choice.
I was going to tell Murr to increase that save target, but guess he doesn't need to.
He's going to throw out this lash of magnetism onto Valifor, who then gets thrown back a decent ways. Yeah, he'll activate his core ability. No, that's not what I thought it was. He will not activate his core ability. He will create a perimeter plate, though. PCP. He will create the perimeter command plate. And it will be set to repulse. In range 5. Man, he's just denying half of this field. I don't want anything walking here. Yeah, we'll go with that. Is this 2x2 space?
Damn.
Is now impassable terrain. It is flat, doesn't obstruct movement, lasts for the rest of the scene, but it has the repulse setting on, which is hostile characters that move onto it must succeed on a hull save or be pushed 3 spaces in a direction of your choice. If this causes them to collide with obstruction, they are knocked prone. Allied characters that enter the space may immediately fly 3 spaces in any direction as a free action.
So it's not impassable because they have to step onto it, right?
Yeah, that's why I went, wait, not impassable, I'm dumb. But what is funny is if he went like, if Valifor walked on it, he could then push him into the field, which would then push him away and knock him prone.
Bruh,
Pinball.
now imagine if you had 3 Murs and you could just be like, you know what, Valifor? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't go anywhere. Just stay there. Stay in your prison. You've been a bad boy.
Unless he succeeds on a hull save and then just is like, fuck you, I do it anyway, I'm a
Fair
bad
slash
guy.
back into it.
I'm the bad guy.
It's
That'll be Mur's turn. It is more shenanigans.
Mur's turn.
Because now, shit, you're still in range. But it wouldn't do as much. You know.
Oh no.
Die!
I'm pissed.
Nah, he won't take his turn this time. The anti-armor soldiers will move up. Is anyone within their range? Meh. Nothing they want to shoot at, so they'll just move and stop. They'll hunker down. It's one of your guys' goes.
Not mine. Not Mur, not
Okay.
Goblin. It's just computer, I think.
Yeah.
Or the happier dudes. Or the meat.
Now I'll go. I'll first thing that happens, Apocalypse Rail goes down to charge rail level 2.
Nice.
Which is nice. But I take my 2 quick actions. 1 to load the Cyclone Pulse Rifle, because I used it. And then the next one, yeah, I guess I got to fire at Valifor. I'll get his attention, maybe. Oh, come on.
What's Valifor's to hit?
If you bumped it up, it would hit.
That's I mean I get to know. So yeah, if he misses by 1, I'll increase it to 13.
Alrighty then.
And that'll also mean he takes an additional 1 damage from whatever that damage type is.
He needs to make a check real quick. But he gets to make 2 and pick whichever one he wants. Probably.
Probably not the one. I assume that's
I
the
forget
I
if the
destroy it.
one it's 1 or 6. I forget which. 1 or 6 is the oops.
I feel like
I'm
6 would
dead.
be the oh good. It was a scratch. I'm back at
Yeah,
1.
one of them is the just a scratch, but I always forget which. Man, I hate
Well,
how high up in this
I have the
is.
PDF open, so it's just
Yeah, that's where I'm like, where is it in this? There's overheat.
okay. So
Yeah,
a 1 is direct hit. Yeah.
1 is direct hit, which he would be stunned.
And a 3 is system trauma.
System trauma. So he'll take system trauma. And that is one of his weapons.
Yep.
You know what? He'll lose his shield.
Ooh. I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you do get his attention, Computer King.
Yeah.
This shot hits just so that it vaporizes the shield off of his arm. It had already been cracked and put holes through it from all of the shots coming his way through so many battles, but now you blast it off and he just glowers at you now. And
You'll
he will
find we
take
don't go.
the
We're not going to go down as easily as our old friend that you murdered. But that's because there's more of us, and he was really a good guy deep down. We're
You say
not.
that, and there's just like a huff of a breath that sends out this steam from out under the deer mask. As he pulls the lance up and is just like, he deserved worse than what I gave him. I gave him a mercy.
And I heard he gave you an antler cut.
Yeah, he's going to approach menacingly. Are you within 8? I think you
Yeah.
are. Let me find that macro again. Dude, I should have just made him a witch. Gosh. There it is. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
You will take the 10 energy damage minus your armor. And you are also now at risk of being focused down.
8 energy damage. Okay.
And that was 1. T2 to make 2 attacks at a time. Yeah, he'll use he'll bring out his pulse laser. One of these will be directed at. Now he'll spread the love. One of these is going at Myrrh, one of these is going at you, Computer King.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit you?
Yes.
You take an additional 4 damage.
Minus
And
armor or
Myrrh
not?
has to. Yeah, it's not armor piercing.
Okay.
But Myrrh has to make a check now. Oh no, he doesn't. He healed. So he takes down to that. As you see that on the arm that originally had his shield, after he fires the lance, the thermal lance out of his spear, he holds out the other arm, his wrist completely folds back, and another blast comes from the opening, one striking you, one striking Myrrh.
Yep.
And, as I keep forgetting, he still doesn't have it back yet. Damn. This isn't like the first time when it was back to back to back to back to back to back. But that'll be his turn. which I think means it's just the happiest soldiers at this point.
I'm back.
Yeah.
How you looking, Computer King?
Uh, okay, I think I'm one hit from him away from another structure damage, but that's okay.
Yeah. So the happiest soldiers are a little scared about confronting Valifor and potentially drawing his wrath. Do you want them to try and fight him, or do you want them to try and hold off the other stuff? Try and
Hold off,
re.
hold
Yeah,
off the other stuff.
if they can attack the things inside my field, remember, it sparks everything else.
True. True, they could do that. He could at least. Yeah, they'll. You give them an order, they will very much agree that they don't want to fight Valifor right now. And they will start moving to fight other things. Yeah, so he can hit him. He can hit him.
Suppressing fire!
Get back the beach! Alright, he takes an additional 4 damage, then they all take 2 damage. So this one actually dies. And these guys are almost to half health. So that brings it down to the end of the round. Do we want to go on for another, or would we like to wait for a bit? Because things are going to get wacky here pretty soon.
I think we can do another round. If you feel
think-
it.
You think we can survive another round? He hits
Or,
hard.
wait, what do you mean by go for another? I thought you meant like stop the stream now or go for another.
That's what I mean. Is like, do you want to go for another round, or do you want to stop here for now? Because we probably won't be able to get through what happens after this round.
That's fine with me. Either.
Which is fine with you.
Continuing. And
Okay,
All right.
one more go.
Well, of course. But this one's a pretty simple one. You'll start back here. It's just another big dude. You guys will get 2 new mechs to help you. And by the way, throughout this battle, if you've tried to get in contact or listen into what's going on the other beaches, you can't hear anything. There is some sort of radio interference going on. Only your shortwave is able to get anything. But it is one of your guys' goes.
Should we have Mirko? Maybe he can set up a ping pong. Damn it, not billiards. No. Wow, it's got bumpers and flippers and
Pinball?
a pinball machine. Yes.
I mean, if he did yank him into this, and then he failed to save, he'd get pushed into that, then get pushed out.
just debating. Because I want to get my shields back.
In case he shoots you again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Go first.
who still has overshield? Because the overshield I put on people didn't wear off yet,
Oh, and that, well,
unless it's been hit.
I think everyone's been hit.
Okay, that's fine. Move 1, and we're gonna shoot through here, which will just grant 2 overshield to each person in their line, restoring my overshields to full. Move here. Eh, eh, eh. I guess cover doesn't matter directional wise.
Yeah. I do have to do one thing though, and you do have to get overwatched.
Oh, am I within an Overwatch range? Is that something I would know?
You would assume that you were in an Overwatch range of Valifor.
Oh. I mean, I'm fine with staying here. I originally was going to move behind because I thought I had to be behind cover. I just
Oh no, Gawain's got the thing where everything adjacent to him gets the cover anyway.
Yeah. So I'll just stay there.
Okay.
Um,
Because he was going
and
to
then-
pulse laser you.
yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. One other ability. Sorry, I'm trying to see what all I have
No, you're
as
good.
options.
This is a tense battle. Or at least
Oh,
I hope it
actually,
is.
which can be character? All three of those people get 4 over shield due to Xerxes Apex being activated.
You mean 2?
No, it's 2 plus 2, so 4
No,
total.
no. 2 characters, because this guy's dead.
Oh, I didn't see he was dead. Okay. Yeah. So the people and Goblin would get 4 over
Goblin.
shield. Well, hold on. If he's dead, my better idea would be to have gone from here to here, which still would
That
be in range. Yeah.
yeah,
And I would have just shot. Yeah, fuck
you'd
the
still get
soldiers.
shot.
Oh, from moving from here to here?
If you move, he can overwatch.
Oh, I moved originally, so I would have gotten over. Okay. Because I was
I'm
here
sorry.
originally. I thought you meant because I was here
No.
when I moved away. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I did move here, so, but instead I would have moved here, but he still overwatches. That's fine.
Yeah.
Um,
He's not using the big gun on you. He's not using the one that if he hits you would be really bad.
yeah. Didn't he mark Computer King last time?
It's last round, not last turn. So both of you have focus down.
Oh, I wasn't sure if it was only one person can have it. Oh, well, I'm good.
You're fine. He misses you with the pulse laser, which being in the barrier, you would have only taken 2 damage anyway.
So Gawain and Computer King will get the 4 over shields.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck the soldiers. I thought there was a mech there, so I was trying to go for the most bang for the buck. I forgot he died. And then so I have one more action. What are the basic actions I can do for someone?
You could lock on.
There's a reason I'm not doing that. Instead, I will scan Valifor.
What are you looking for?
Choose a character or object within sensors and line of sight, and then ask the GM for one of the following information, which the GM must answer honestly.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. I can ask for targets, weapon systems, and full statistics, which means you just give me his stats. I can ask for one piece of hidden information, such as confidential cargo or data, current mission, or identity of the pilot. Ooh, I mean, I know we know it's Valifor, but I can know the true identity.
I would not give you his true identity.
Or generic or public information about the target that can be pulled from. I'll just go with this. Target's weapon systems and full statistics. It's
His
like
weapon systems.
all of
his-
it. It's yeah.
He has a thermal lance, and he did have a siege shield, which was destroyed, but now it has turned into a pulse laser.
Fucking Mega Man over here.
He has 25 HP. He had 3 armor, now it's 2 armor from losing his shield. His evasion is 13, his E defense is 8, his speed is 5, size is 1, his heat cap is 14, his save target is 15, and his sensors is 10.
I guess we already know his mech skills. We've seen them all. He can make someone explode. He can lance.
Oh, do you get all of his systems too?
It says mech skills and so on. Yeah.
Shit. Let me go to Ultra. So he has best of the best, which means he can't be an elite or grunt. Shock and awe, he takes 2 separate turns each round.
Yeah,
And he regains his reactions between them.
makes sense.
Deadly, he deals an additional 1d6 damage on critical hits. Juggernaut, he clears one condition at the start of his turn, and at the end of their turn, they repair one destroyed weapon or system. I haven't been doing that, though, because you blew off his shield, and I thought that was cool.
It'd be weird for him to suddenly just have a new
Ah!
shield. Oh, new shield!
He has 4 structure and 4 stress, just like a player character. He rolls structure damage and overheat checks twice and chooses results.
Yep, we
He
saw
gets basically all of the additional systems from his class, which is his Scourer. He has 5 HP, plus 5 HP, can overwatch an unlimited number of times per round. And then he gets 3 options from his Ultra systems and traits, which he has the Short Cycle Lance, which you've already seen. He also has the Siege Shield, which you've gotten rid of. And then he has Volley Mode. For a full action, he adopts a stable stance and prepares one of their weapons. On their next turn as a protocol, they fire the weapon to attack any number of characters, as long as they are within range and aren't in cover or prone.
Bruh.
All characters are aware of this attack and can choose to drop prone as a free action to avoid being targeted. They can attack an unlimited number of times the prepared weapon as part of this effect, even if it's loading.
Bruh. So just a number of times equal to the number of people he wants to target.
Yep.
That is...
Now imagine if I had made him a sniper and he did that with the sniper rifle. The thing that does like 30 damage.
Just
What is
like
this?
cocking 30 bullets. All right, and like what kind of sniper is
The
that?
most accurate machine gun ever.
The anti-material rifle, which does 20 AP damage.
God.
And gives you Sniper's Mark. Do you want his Scourer systems too while we're at it?
I mean, you could just paste him somewhere.
Yeah, because he's got Focus Down, Cooling Module, Blade of Shielding, Supercharged, Emergency Vent, Flash Lens, and Melt.
Yeah, just paste those somewhere and move on. I was trying not to take a hostile action other than scan.
That's fair. Well, he is going to take his turn now. Which, remember how we just talked about the whole shoot at everyone around you? Granted, you two get benefit. Or you could drop prone if you don't want him to target you.
What's he shooting? Well, he has
the thermal lance.
He's preparing it, right? So he has to wait till his next turn. Okay.
Which he gets two turns per round.
Yeah. So we have.
So for this one, you see him do that scrape. Go to do it, realize he has no shield, but he does twirl his lance up as it starts to glow. And Mur's like, oh, that doesn't look good. I think we're in for something big. Does anyone want to drop prone?
Well, we have that choice, I think, when the next attack comes.
Yeah, I think. Let me reread it again. It's
because if someone drops prone, it's their turn.
All characters are aware of this attack and choose to drop prone as a free action on their turn to avoid being targeted.
Oh, on our turn, so we're fucked.
But that'll be his whole turn as he has to cycle it up.
Well, one person gets a turn before he goes.
And I don't know if Computer King wants to drop
think he
prone.
Can. He cannot do. I don't think
he'd have to keep my apocalypse rail.
Yeah, he could. He would just have to drop the rail.
Or you could fire the rail, and it's a free action, so then you drop prone. That is an option.
Why am I going to be dropping prone again?
He's targeting everyone with his thermal lance.
Yeah, he's about to do a spin attack.
And because he hit you guys last round, if you or Daniel are hit by him, not only do you take the damage, you also take 8 burn.
Gotcha.
Now,
So
is
just a casual 18 damage.
this isn't the
This isn't
that
his.
we drop to 1 no matter what kind of thing? It's just
No,
damage.
no.
Okay.
That's his short cycle lance that he hasn't
Okay.
gotten back yet.
Okay. That's fine. Well, computer, did you want to? Because like you could fire and then drop prone if you want to take your turn. At least that
Yeah,
way it's not wasted.
I think I'll take my turn. Now, let's see. Where shall I put it?
I was like, oh wait, yeah.
Blow up happy dudes. Happy feet.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
Yep.
perfect.
Firing Apocalypse Rail at Charge Rail 2.
And that's the 3d6?
Yeah, that's a 3d6.
Oh, I'm going to say that hits. Damn. Well, fuck, he has to do the check again. Which means I have to do it 4 times.
Wait, 4 times?
Because he's dropped down 2, which means he rolls 2, but he rolls
Oh.
all of them twice.
Well, 6 is good. But is it roll twice, take the lowest?
It's take any. Where is it? Yeah, they roll structure damage and overheating checks twice and choose either result.
Oh, okay. For the
So yeah, he'll just take the stun.
Oh no, it is choose the lowest result. When you roll multiple for the structure, not for his ability.
Ah.
Yeah, so he would take the lowest of either roll. So the 3 would be the 1.
The 3. So
Yeah,
he'll take a 3
it's 3
either
or 3.
time. So again, he has to make another check to see if he loses something. He loses a system. Well, he's definitely not going to lose his
I shoot
volley
everyone.
module. You know what? He'll lose that short cycle lance.
Oh.
You
Doesn't
blew
come
up
back.
You blew off part of his lance with
Oh
the
fuck
hit.
yeah. I don't care what your HP is, you're down a structure.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Valfor is consumed in this explosion.
Also,
And even
on hit, characters become shredded and impaired until the end of their next turn.
He is
Oh.
shredded and impaired. So he doesn't have armor anymore.
And when he starts his turn inside my fire, which only lasts until the end of my next turn, he takes 4 burn.
Ooh. Where's impaired? There
Oh,
it
he
is.
gets a +1 difficulty on attacks. But I think he can clear 1.
Yeah, at the start of his
condition.
turn, he clears a condition.
So he can clear shredded or impaired. I feel like he'll get rid of impaired because
because I want him to do more damage.
And I will hit the deck as a free action.
Hit the
ground shake.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what shook the immediate area more. The explosion or Kong hitting the dirt.
I'm just imagining the actual like Donkey Kong animation where he goes blah and spreads out.
Because as soon as you like throw the mech down without warning, King hits the ground, and then King, very sassy in your head, goes, "Attitude adjustment required." And yes, I mean both kinds.
I know,
But there's
I know.
this
But he's about to
explosion
shoot something
that engulfs Valifor. And when it finally clears, for you, Sin and Gawain in the shield, the explosion like stops at the shield. But when it clears, Valifor is still there. Huge chunks of his armor plating have been blown off, showing the mechanical skeleton underneath. And in a couple places, like along his chest, you can see barely functioning lungs underneath it before his tattered cloak comes back into place, and those red eyes still glowering at all of you. Yep, that's shredded.
Wait for it. Oh, I made him to 2 different sizes.
Or resistance.
I didn't realize that second part. That's both terrifying and amazing.
But he will clear the impaired.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go down the line. We'll start with these happiest soldiers.
Bye, soldiers.
Dead. Because he can crit, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I know. And he does more damage on a crit.
Myrrh.
Bye. Wait, he's shooting through the shield. Oh, wait, no, he isn't. That's a ground plate.
So that is... Fuck, yeah, Myrrh's gotta make another check. Glancing blow. Whew. He's not dead. Kong. Oh no, he can't hit Kong. Kong went prone. So that'll be for Gawain, who he hits, but doesn't crit. Then you, Hunter. And he hit you, so you will take the burn. So that is 18 plus 6 halved. So that's you take 12 damage.
Hold on. There's
Because you're getting the resistance from the shield.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Yeah, whatever. I got something else. Got something else to throw at you.
And so resistance cannot stack because the brace is a reaction anyone can take. Where if you're hit by an attack and damage has been rolled, you count as having resistance to all damage, burn, and heat from the triggering attack.
Resistance does not stack.
So I can't have the half. Damn it. So bracing will be useless. So it's 9 and 4 heat.
Yeah, you'll take the 12 damage because it's 10 plus 8 plus 6.
Oh, so it's more okay.
It would total out to 24, then be halved, but you'll take 4 heat, yes.
Bruh.
How you looking?
I need to reset that. I'm trying to figure out where is the button. If I just drop it here. There we go. We're doing great.
Whew.
What the hell? Why did it pop this up? Oh, go away. Ah, close horse inventory. There we go. So glancing below, does that mean I don't take the structure then, or is that I still take?
You take the structure.
Okay.
You still take the structure, but you're impaired instead of having to either lose a system or explode.
Wait, what was the damage? 12?
12.
Fuck, never mind. Ignore that. I have 13 total armors. Like, I have 4 health and 9 shields. That puts me at 1 HP.
But that does mean at the start of your next turn you'll have to do that because
I'll
you'll
just
take
do
the
it now.
burn.
Yeah. So that'll be back to 4 and 9, and then I'll have. Does burn go away when you take a structure?
You have to stabilize.
Okay.
Burn won't go away unless you stabilize, which is why the Genghis was such a bastard.
All right, I've calculated it. We're good. It's all been calculated.
So yeah, the emitter on the end of his lance opens up in just such a way that it sends out the beam like a starburst, completely annihilating 2 squads worth of happiest soldiers who are just turned to ash, cutting through Wise Man, nearly blasting the front off, the front chassis of its cockpit off. as Myrrh staggers back impaired. Just misses Kong, like, had clearly been anticipating for Kong to not do that. There's maybe even just the slightest glint in those glowing red eyes that, he did not expect that Kong could move like that. Gawain takes a lot of damage, but is fine, I think. No, he has to make a check because he took a lot of damage.
Burn
last time.
damage also does immediate damage, so I would have had to roll and reset and everything.
Ah.
So it's you immediately take the burn damage, ignoring armor, and then mark down the burn you just took. And at the end of their turn, they must make an engineering check. On a save, they clear it, and on a fail, they take burn equal to their burn. So, yep, I would have.
Green Knight is going to lose its Shatterhead Colony missiles.
So no head?
So no head. It shattered the head. and then all of these guys just look at Valforin.
Wait, what did he? Oh, he rolled on Gawain before me. Never mind.
Yeah, just now we are getting close to time, and I do want to drop this at least. And I think we got the bad part of this round out of the way, because I want to know how you guys would react to this. Because as this combat is going on, as all of you are in the fight for your lives, you look over and notice that the submarine, the big one, has come up to shore. And even like maybe there's just enough of a break of battle for Valifor to know, and he doesn't even look like he understands why. And there's this loud crash as it beaches itself just by your guys' position. This massive submarine holds itself up onto the beach. And you notice a red mech climb to the top of its prow, and then a woman climb out of the mech. I'll put it on the battlefield, but we already know who it is.
I shoot her.
I shoot her! She's out of range of everything. But you can see clearly who it is. And she looks out over the 3 massive beachheads with this sprawling battle going on. And then everyone's radio cuts out. But one thing you notice, Sin and Howler, is she's holding in one of her hands a sword, dripping blood.
Did I stutter?
A very familiar one. She's like, Hapia, Kairos, both of you have failed in Father's convictions. Perhaps you were not wolves after all. She certainly wasn't. And she looks to you guys, the 2 of you, Myrrh, Gawain. And it's more of a gesture than anything. But she has the Red Mask throw Indiana's bloody sword at you guys as it just skitters and scatters across the beach. And she looks at all of you and says, if you truly believe in whatever it is you're fighting for, whether that be whatever Father sent you on this death errand for, Valifor, or whatever it is you mercenaries believe in, perhaps an added touch would help. She hits a button. 2 panels on either side of the submarine open, and there's a rumbling. And just as you see the tip of this missile begin to break through, and as she says, now you're on the clock, and hops into her mech, and as all of her interference on the radio breaks out, all of these calls come in from Hapia, and you hear one thing in common. Radiological alarm. She's got a
Nuclear launch
nuke.
detected.
She's got a nuke.
So do we, Captain. Counter the nuke with a nuke. We've seen this in movies.
When you guys come back... Oh, no, not quite. There's one more thing. Is all of this is happening. Valifor sees this, looks up, and is like, this isn't how it's done. And then looks to all of you and says, she needs to die. Now. Work with me. Or everyone dies.
Well, if someone wouldn't have thrown away their fucking lance. No, I'm just kidding. You could have hit her.
You got blowed up. Blame Computer King.
Yeah, God damn it, Computer King. You were supposed to shoot these guys up here. No,
Yeah, and all the other Cairo soldiers start scattering as they realize that someone just shot a nuke. The only ones who don't leave are Valifor's elite guard.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, there's your proposition. Work
The
with
nukes-
Valifor?
Now, are the nukes still launching? Like, is it a time thing? Like, they're just like sitting in the bay?
No,
preparing
it's launched. You have a time limit. She's saying, kill me, and the nukes will disarm.
Oh,
If you don't within the time limit, you get nuked.
bruh. I'm just gonna hack the nukes.
No. Disallowed. It's a fiction. We made it up.
Nukes are technically drones. I'm gonna bring back a Hydra.
You can't nut the seed!
Okay, Valifor. She needs to die. You're right. And well, she's right too. We need to fight for what we believe in, and I believe we're not going to fucking die today.
You actually see, for a moment, there's a glint of warrior's respect in Valifor's eyes as he dips his head in agreement. This isn't how warriors fight.
Call a doctor, but not for me. I fucking hate this goddamn weird ass flipping the floppy bullshit. Why can't it just be a normal fight? Why does she have to? All right, now we gotta kill her. Well, capture her. Nope, kill. Nope,
No, kill her.
kill her. Yeah, that's fair.
Valifor looks to you, Sin
And
goes,
find out what she did with Indiana.
I think it's clear already. You're avenging yet another crewmate this day.
Yes, indeed.
Directly to Computer King's comms. So we're gonna avenge both of them, right? We're just gonna like kill him as soon as we kill her.
That's what Valifor is saying. Is this isn't we're done fighting. This is we're putting it on hold.
Yeah, definitely.
There ain't gonna be no bartering after this. We're just gonna go straight back to murdering the fuck out of him.
Yep.
Then it is agreed.
Well, that was between me and
No,
Computer.
yeah, but that
Yeah.
even then, it's still fitting. Is that yep, we're on the same side now. Let's go.
Let's go.
God damn crazy ass bullshit. I'm just grumbling, just southern grumbling in the cockpit.
Oh, don't look so bad, Sin. Think of it this way. At least it's on our side for now. Side. We win. Oh, we don't feel it.
You mean we lose? We don't feel it?
Yeah, we win or we don't feel it. That's what he was
or
saying.
we don't. Oh, okay. God damn. I don't even know. Let's just go kill her.
Yep.
That's where we're gonna end it for now. Because I feel like it's a good one. Is all of the reveals have come out for both sides. Valifor didn't know that Ravana was here. Valifor didn't know that Ravana is Iblis's daughter. And now you guys know that Indiana's fucking dead!
Or
So
we
let's
only
get some...
think.
We're missing a lot of blood.
Or this, maybe this timer is for multiple things. Who knows?
Indiana's in the nukes. Just in one of them.
No, though that would have been funny.
The old cartoon tied to a nuke.
Whoa, now we have to stop it before it gets into the upper atmosphere and she fucking freezes to death.
All right,
Let's
sign off.
Let's do sign-offs. Hey, you have like work to get to in like 20
Call
minutes,
in.
so no, you're in perfect attendance.
Yeah.
Let's get started with Mr. Has to go to work here soon.
It's your boy, Sassy Nasty, or the Prinny Prince on Twitch, because I stream again now. You caught me here playing Sin Hunter, Hunter, aka Sin, piloting. This is Horus. Oh man, I forgot Jove's in here. So technically, every time I was like getting all this bonus stuff, Jove was supposed to be like targeting. I will kill him. I will kill him. I will kill him. His murderer self.
Probably he saw the nuke and said, kill all the humans.
Confliction. It'll kill me too.
On the one side, humans die, but only all the humans on this island. But I die. Fuck. Shrug.
You can catch me when we're able to return to the lands of Iboria tomorrow, hopefully, if everything's working. Fucking Forge. Or Foundry, whatever it is. And then as Durmag, the Orc Witch Alchemist. And on Wednesdays as Gideon Sunborn, the strength-based ranger with a heart of gold and a glaive of a demon. It's great. It works out. And that's me.
All right, that leads it to Computer King.
Yep, I'm Computer King, super villain of streaming. And this was a lot of fun, a lot of danger, despite me not feeling 100% today. But you'll also be able, hopefully tomorrow, on Lands of Arborea as Caleb Deadheart, son of Corin Deadblade. So much fun. I really want to get a chance to play this character more than the one episode I was in. So this is going to be interesting. Back to you, GM.
And that brings it back to me. Hi ho, friendolas. My name is Rowan, otherwise known as Nightheart. Caught me here today running Yakshas, where we are back, baby, with the final season. Yeah, I was not doing quite as much as I should have on the stream computer's end, making sure everyone could see everything. But in my defense, I was also running the game. You can catch us here where, yes, we will be back Friday now. We will hopefully have our other person here next week to see if Indiana really did fucking die or not. Or if everyone fucking dies because they can't kill Ravana. You never know. Or maybe just midway through the combat, I'll laugh and say stream's over. You can also catch me here on Saturdays where I too am in Lands of Arborea, where I play 4-0, also known as 4-0, the android gunslinger warrior who is wanted by the Hajj for questioning about all of these war crimes he keeps committing. To which he would say, "They're combatants, bro. I can do whatever I want." Snipes a kobold in the face. You can also find me here on Wednesdays where I am in Over the Horizon, where I play Snell, and we're gonna go fight some devils. We're gonna grab a devil, yell at him that he's just a demon who reads and we hate nerds, and then we're gonna throw him in a locker. And that's it for me here, and that's it for us. So let's get out of here on R.I.P. Smart Soldier.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Smart Soldier.
Smart Soldier.